But tonight, What If Wednesday, Miguel, you can kick us off. And my question to you is this. What if Bitcoin 100K is just the beginning? Talk to me about it.
So Bitcoin Maxi logging in here. Obviously, I got some thoughts on it. No, just kidding. I'm not a Bitcoin Maxi, but I 100% love Bitcoin, right? So it being 100K, the tip just being 100K is very possible. And the reason why is if we look at what happened in May when Bitcoin hit 65, right? And we had that little mini blow off top. Well, it wasn't even a blow off top. I'm gonna correct myself there. I had that little rollover of price action and we just died out. Instantly we got hit with a bunch of FUD about how Bitcoin was over, Bitcoin is dead, yada yada, right? And then we had the whole summer, it was dead action. But on-chain metrics were showing whales, they sold, but they were buying up the dip and buying up the dip. If this was really the end of the bull run, they would not be accumulating as heavily as they are right now.
I agree.
Right? Totally we are seeing on-chain metrics showing lower and lower supply of Bitcoin on exchanges for Bitcoin. Meaning people are holding Bitcoin for longer and longer periods of time. 100K right now has become a thing of, at the beginning of this bull run, we thought 300K easy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 300K, no problem. 100K, that's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, after that big FUD in the summer, we had a big narrative shift that 100K might not even be possible anymore. People got very defeated very quickly and get stuck in that bear mentality very, very easily. And now they think 100K is practically almost impossible. Like that would be like the ultimate top for Bitcoin. But they don't realize that that is just what they want us to think, right? They're trying to FUD us out of massive profits of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree that 100K could be a very easy target.
I think it's interesting, Miguel. You're exactly right. These numbers, at the start of the year, they were absolutely wild, right? And then as we had basically the huge May correction that was a couple months long, then all of a sudden, I think part of it was BitBoy Crypto. Ben Armstrong definitely started to change the narrative. The reality is, in some way, shape, or form, crypto can be a large echo chamber because it's still, even as large as it is now, a lot of people hear and regurgitate a lot of the same or similar information. Now, we try not to do that here, right? But the reality is that happens a lot. So you need to we try not to be influenced by hearing things like that. But that being said, okay, the start of the year, huge numbers. Then that happened. Then, CryptoFace was saying that 65 was the top, right?
Yes.
He literally, I don't know if he recanted on that as of
I think so. I think I saw him another time on Around the Blockchain. I think he kind of stepped away from that mentality of 65 being the total top.
But there was people that believed that, right? Here's the deal. This is just like every other news media outlet and information that we have, as I talked about this earlier today on a video, right? What if the idea is to keep us confused, is to keep us guessing? Because here's the deal. If everybody knows exactly where Bitcoin's headed, right, then how are these institutions going to be able to capitalize on getting you to buy the top and sell the bottom, right? That's ultimately what they want the institute or the retail investor to do. They want us to buy their bags all the way up here, and they want us to get scared when it's all the way down here and sell to them, right?
Exactly.
And the thing is that if it's just that easy and just we have the same thing, a cycle after cycle, and it's exactly the same, and you can look for this. Listen, at the point that it becomes predictable is the point at which things have to change. And so, so even though I am in the camp that I believe we are doing something similar to 2017, and I do believe that the blow off top needs to happen. The blow off top needs to happen because the blow off top, the people that the blow off top gets is the retail investor that doesn't truly understand the market, that has not been around for a cycle prior to, right? They are the investor that are going to FOMO in. But that being said, investors like ourselves that would love, there is a big difference, and we've talked about it, taking profits at 100K, or even if we would, versus 250K,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Massive difference, right?
Yes.
So because we talk about game planning all the time, that's where we like to put in our sell orders, right? We put the sell order in advance, and that is, hey, if it does this, I'm taking profits, right? And that
Mhm.
is a very advanced yet simple idea in these markets, and we think that it's really smart. But I guess what I'm getting at is there these numbers are absolutely doable no matter what. 100K is doable. 150K is doable. 200K is doable. 250K is doable. And here's why I think that it's all doable, because we don't truly know when this market is over. I
Yeah.
have my own beliefs as to, how much longer we have, which I don't see it going much past the end of this year. But the facts are that I could be absolutely wrong. It's happened before. Just ask my
Yes.
wife. It happened one time. I was wrong, and I had to admit it. So
Yeah, man. So I want to bring up that point that you brought up, right? Where you're saying about misinformation. The fact that we have come into these predictable 4-year cycles of Bitcoin's boom and bust, right? And being able to, at the beginning of the year, BitBoy Crypto was like, hey, the bull market should end by this date, right? And
September
he should,
28th, I think,
yeah,
was the
yeah,
number that
right.
he
And
kept saying.
he should
Yep.
have technically been correct with the calculations of how the markets have been happening in historical
Right.
patterns, right?
Yep.
His predictions for 300,000 should be right, right?
Yeah.
Now he's saying that it's going to be a lot lower because of some insider information kind of stuff, right? And he could be 100% right about that too,
Yeah.
right? We don't know. We would only know when we get there. He could still be very right about what he is saying.
Yeah.
But I 100% believe that once institutions showed up to play ball, they said, look, first thing we need to do is we need to break their confidence on what they think Bitcoin is going to do and what is crypto going to do. And that's what we've seen around the entire world, around every government and every mainstream media, right? Is break your confidence of what you understand to be true. So
Yep.
they FUD you with a bunch of misinformation because it's the only way to combat real information. So now people don't know anymore. Is Bitcoin going to keep going? Are we going to hit a super trend and we're never going to go back down? We're just going to keep going up forever, right? The super cycle that everybody's talking about. Oh, wait, is Bitcoin going to go back 80, 90% like it normally does? Now nobody knows. Wait, wasn't Bitcoin's bull cycle supposed to end on this date? How much longer can we possibly run for? Now everybody is running for the hills, trying to put all this stuff together, and institutions come in. 1 minute they're very happy about Bitcoin. The next minute another institution comes out, another big figurehead says, "No, Bitcoin is nothing but baloney," and the confidence gets shaken, right? And nobody knows what's going on anymore. Everybody has forgotten crypto fundamentals because of the hope that institutional money is smarter than regular money, that we've been
Yeah.
here for longer periods of time and understand crypto. So now everybody is reliant on whatever they say and do is what we should follow, and they're trying to shift the cycles, shift the way people think about how crypto could run. So they're definitely pushing us towards this mentality of 100K being this extremely large, practically almost impossible number. But they know that at the end of the day, they're just trying to load up their bags, and they can skyrocket past 100K very, very easy. But this is where BitBoy Crypto could be 100% right. Is they know that Bitcoin could skyrocket past 100K very, very easily. And maybe they do want to suppress it, right? Maybe they do want to put the brakes on it, because the
Yep.
faster Bitcoin grows, the faster people move away from the stock market and start coming into crypto. But at the end of the day, maybe they don't have as much influence as we think they do in the
Right.
crypto markets yet, and they might not be able to do this suppression. They're only doing this suppression psychologically in retail and in the markets, but not financially.
Yeah. So I think, Miguel, that's a great insight.